In Phoenix Live, as well as also in Phoenix Pro, you always get the curves, the curve windows, which belongs to all kind of animations, rotations, and movements and whatever. So we take the rotate Z in this moment for explanation. You double click and you get the curve window as it is. Okay, how does it work? You see now the number is rotating exactly 360 degrees, so that means one time in the whole time of the timeline. In this moment we have 10 seconds. So the black area here shows you the 10 seconds. And in this 10 seconds the number is rotating exactly from 0 to 1, which means 100%, so in this case 360 degrees. If you type in here, for example, a 2, then it means that rotating will be 2 times. So it's not 360, but 720 degrees in this moment. We have the possibility to add now points. So let's say we add these 2 points. Now in this moment, the number will rotate from 0 to 1 in the first 3 or 4 seconds. Then it will rotate back, maybe until the half, and after that it's rotating forward again. So you can define the curve of rotating. The active point can be added anytime, for example by exponential, which is the last value in here. So we can create an exponential line, a curve. Next one is the spline. The spline makes the point round. So if we have the first also as a spline, you will see now we have a smooth point which you can move around. With the right mouse button you are able to get also another kind of curve. It's like an exponential curve. The next one is the random, which makes from the active point to the next point absolutely random position. The random position can be adjusted also with the steps, so you can set how many random positions you want to have. And the last one is the expressions, which we can define in here. The expressions are for interactive controlling very useful. For example, you want to control this point by the mouse X. So in this moment I'm able to move the number now with my mouse, depending on mouse X. If I do it with mouse Y, I can go up and down to move it around. Of course this is possible also with DMX. So if you type in now here the channel of the DMX controller, let's say 1, you can control the rotating degree by an external DMX controller. For some kind of reasons, for example for dimmer or for the brightness of the laser, you can use also the joystick or the position. It doesn't matter at all. If you have a joystick now, you can control the rotation by a joystick. In other cases, as I told you, you can use, for example, the brightness with the mouse also. So during the show is running, you can adjust the brightness with the mouse anytime. Okay, what else do we have here? We have the begin and end, which is exactly the position, 0 and 1. Then we have X and Y, the point itself. So we can adjust now the point very exactly with the scroll wheel. Then we have X and Y tangent, which is only working if you selected spline, because only then it's possible to get a smooth point like this. So the XY tangent is working pretty much similar with the right mouse button. So it's pretty much similar with the right mouse button. As you can see, I can adjust now the same thing like with the XY tangent. The grids here are the white points which you can see everywhere. So if you type here in, for example, 40 and also here 50, you have a much more detailed grid. The next are the steps which we showed already, and the repeat. That's pretty easy. If you just type in 3, for example, you get the complete situation repeated 3 times.